Good evening. I'm Dan Fitzpatrick, stockmarketmentor.com, and it's Tuesday, November 11th. Boy, what a difference a day makes here. Apple turns out, at least Credit Suisse, first Boston. I think they're still first in Boston. They might be second. Said that an analyst came out and said that Apple cut their suppliers' orders by about 10%. So coming into the fourth quarter, holiday shopping season, this and that, that's kind of a big deal. As of yesterday, let's get this, there we go. Stock was just kind of drifting sideways. I've mentioned before, I've been bearish on Apple for a long time, not because I know a darn thing about the fundamentals and all that stuff, but because really triple top here, or if you want to call this one, it's a fourple top, and then the stock drifted down. So to me, it's not my prescient insight. It's just this is the way the trend goes. But lately, the way the stock has been perking up, and it had actually been rallying even in the face of bad news, bad market conditions. My sense was, you know what? Everybody's happy with Apple. Yippee-ki-yay, let's buy some stock. And then that was the way this thing was looking. And by the way, same thing with its key supplier, Skyworks. And then out comes this report, and you see this kind of pullback, 5% in Skyworks, just 3% in Apple. So here's the thing. That's kind of a big deal, which is why this stock was down 3%. Apple doesn't typically trade down 3% in a day. So what do? First of all, just accept the fact that the stock's in a trading range. I have absolutely no dog in this fight as far as whether I think the stock's going to break out or not. I don't cheer for stocks. I don't root against stocks. They're just going to do what they're going to do. And by the way, the reason I'm telling you this is because I don't think you should either. So here's my suggestion. As long as the stock is in the box here, it's really not something, at least as far as where it is right now in the middle, it's really not something that that you want to buy. Think about it this way. If the stock's up near the top of the box, maybe you're buying there, but what you're really doing is anticipating a breakout. I would suggest just waiting for the breakout to occur. You're not really missing that much. Oh, and if you're saying like, well, I'm going to buy this right now, you could actually do that because you know what? The stock could be a lot lower. So somebody's buying it, heavy volume. But your best bet, we're just doing a flag here. I forget what nation this is, but I'm sure there are a bunch of nice people there. Wait for the stock to be pulling in to the green section. Right now, do you know where it is? Guess what color I'm going to draw next? Yellow. This is where the stock is right now, and that's just the way it goes. So if you really want to just be trading the technicals and actually trading from a point of risk management, then wait for the stock to drop into the green box. Or, and this is a big or, wait for the stock to break out of the top. If it breaks out of the top, it's likely going to continue to move higher. But right now, it's just kind of in no man's land. And track Skyworks Solutions with it. They seem to be kind of trading together, and for obvious reasons right now, because Skyworks is one of their big suppliers. So if they cut if Apple cut their orders, that would be why Skyworks is down 5%. But just know that right now, both Skyworks and Apple are in consolidation. This is not a trend. This is not an uptrend anymore. Even look at the 200-day moving average. It's trending sideways. Skyworks, 200-day moving average, just about trending sideways. So my suggestion on both of these is these two stocks aren't really where you're going to make the most money. They always tend to be a high-profile one. Stocks, Skyworks because they're a big supplier of Apple because it's Apple. But you're not going to be making your money here. Not right now. This stuff is in jail. Accept it, move on, or just say, you know what? I'm going to hold this stock, screw it, let's do it. That's all I'm going to do. So here's what I want you to do, by the way. I've got some good trading ideas right now in the strategy session at Stock Market Mentor. Members, I'm not kidding. I got some really good ones for you. If you are not a member, please try to make that trade. I'm telling you, you're going to get a lot of education and a lot of money-making opportunities, and you get a free 30-day trial. And we've also got, I'll go ahead and say it, some Black Friday specials coming up for our educational products into next week. I don't really know the details about that too much. Actually, not at all, because that's Gary's deal. He doesn't pick the stocks. I don't do that other stuff. But definitely check it out. You're going to be happy you did.